Hi friends, we're here on another adventure. If you've been following along, you know I've been camping out of a roof nest barrel on top of my Subaru Crosstrek. But recently I've sold that and I've been camping in the back of my Subaru Crosstrek. My camp setup is ever changing. In the past I've camped out of my Civic, out of an RV with my family, and even on a ground tent. And on this new adventure, I'm camping out of the back of my Subaru Crosstrek. It's a no-build setup, so it's super easy and anybody could do this, and literally has like no real startup costs. All you really need is a sleeping pad, blanket, and pillow. So I'm gonna show you how my setup is and what I use. This is our setup. This is where my dog and I sleep. So what I do is I laid the seats completely flat and I use this dog seat cover for like an extra layer of protection for my sleeping pad. I went with a no-build setup just because there's already very limited headroom space and I could like barely sit up straight as it is in here. So you can imagine if I did add a sleeping platform like I did with my Civic, then I would like have no room at all. Although the extra storage space would be nice, it's just not something that is doable with the Crosstrek. So let's start off with the sleeping pad. I use an X-Bed Megamat 10 that I covered with a twin size bed sheet. Here it is. It's a self-inflating mattress. It's very comfortable. If you have a Crosstrek or if you've seen one or any car similar to this, when you fold the seats down, it's not completely flat. So it does have like a little area in the middle, like where the seats bend, where it like divots and it's like a dent basically. And if you use something like a memory foam mattress like I have, you like feel that and it's so uncomfortable to sleep in. But when you have like a sleeping pad like this that kind of lifts you off the ground, you don't feel it at all. So I highly recommend something like this. If not the X-Bed, a similar like self-inflating mattress. For reference, I'm 5'4", and the sleeping pad I believe is exactly 6 feet long. I do have to push my front passenger seat all the way up for this to work, but it doesn't matter because it's usually just me and my dog Dakota anyways. So I don't like sleeping bags. I think they're too restrictive, and also the material that they use, it makes a lot of noise and it just feels weird on my skin. I like hate it. So what I use is blankets instead. So my main blanket is this Kelty Biggie blanket. What I love about this is that it has a side here that is cotton. It's super soft and it just doesn't make any noise. It does have like this synthetic material, kind of like the sleeping bags on the other side, but it doesn't make any noise, or at least anything that annoys me. So I really love this. This is good enough like during the summer, but during the winter or like spring when it's a little bit more chillier, I do use a blanket from home. Today I brought this pink blanket, but this helps with the extra warmth. Some of you guys may be thinking that this is like too much and you should just use a sleeping bag, but again, I don't like sleeping bags, okay? So this is what I use. Okay, so since we're already here, I might as well just show you my dog's setup. For her bed, she uses this memory foam mattress from Amazon. It's a memory foam dog mattress and it's super comfortable for her. We struggled a lot to find her setup that's ideal. This seems to be what she likes. What I like about this is that it curves to the sidewall of the car. So this also like acts like her little pillow, and then she also like extends herself here, so she does use part of my sleeping pad since there isn't too much space, and then she just loves to like sleep right next to me. That's what she likes. And then she has this camping blanket that I got from Costco. It was really cheap, just for extra warmth and comfort. If it is much colder, I'll bring her another blanket and also put on like her fleece sweater. And then you might be able to see over here, it's my little tiny igloo cooler. And I have here, it's a Lucy lantern. I use that for light. And then I just hang it on this dog seatbelt zip line thing. So yeah, it's perfect. I like hanging stuff on there. For my pillow, I just get my pillows from home and I use that. I don't like camping pillows. They're too small and I'm used to this. So I don't know. I just allow myself this extra comfort. It does take up a lot of space, but it's not too much where it's not possible to bring them. And then since we're already here, I might as well show you my lights. So there are these magnetic lights that just stick on. They could stick on your car. I even had them one time in like a campground where they have like a little like shelter and like the poles were metal, and I stuck them on there and I was able to cook at night. And that was really nice because these actually light up like a whole bunch. It's hard to tell right now because it's light out, but last night when we were walking back from the bathroom, we could see our campsite from like thousands of feet away. So it's really nice. So I have two of these, one right here, one right here. Yeah, it's just really nice to have like this extra light. I also use a headlamp, but I just like having these. Oh, and then I forgot to mention, since I do have to push the seat all the way forward, there is this huge gap. And what I do to kind of help with that is I have these two Plano storage bins stacked up. I store like my electronics, and then like another one I store my camp kitchen stuff. This is pretty much the perfect height. It's not completely perfect, but it is pretty good. It helps like the bed not sink in. So that's what I use to help with that. You could use other things, like maybe I've seen people hang like a board from here and then kind of like have it sit here. You could do that too, but I thought I might as well just do this to have also extra storage. Okay, so let's talk about the windows. I have these bug nets over the windows so I can leave the window cracked a little bit for ventilation. For privacy, I have these reflectives that I cut up myself. I have them on all the windows except for the windshield. I bought like a regular window cover for that one. In case it does rain, I did purchase these rain deflectors so that way I could have the window cracked down while it's raining. Everything else that I have that I can keep outside, I put it right here. So like my clothes, my hiking backpack, I even have some food over here that you can't see. I do leave my driver's seats empty just in case. You never know, you need to leave in a hurry. So I always leave that empty. So this is my water storage solution. I use the Dometic water jug, and I also use the Dometic water faucet. It does magnetize to anything that's metal. So I have this little disc that it comes with, and you could actually put this anywhere. I just chose to put it here. You could like put it on like a metal table. I don't think this table's metal, but yeah, anything that's metal you could stick it on. And what I really love about it is that it has like this touch. It's a double tap. And you can like wash your hands, wash dishes, you could, you know, brush your teeth, and just like anything that you need for water for. Like this is just perfect. I love how it has these little handles and you can like take it anywhere you need to, and it's not that heavy when it's full. But yeah, I really love this. I'm so glad I got this. And then now I'm gonna show you my camp stove. So I just use this really simple like butane stove. It's like the single burner. Do want to update to a double burner soon, just because I didn't think I would need it. I did have one at one point, but it was too bulky and it just sucked. So I got this instead, mainly because it's cute, but also I don't know, the reviews were good, so I thought it'd be good, and I didn't think I was gonna need a double burner, but it actually does come in handy. So I will be updating this later. But this is what I use for now. Let me show you Dakota setup. So anytime I set up camp for her, the first thing I do is set up a tie-out point for her. So it's a little bit of a mess right now. But what I do is I tie this out here. It's from, so it's this tie-out from Roughwear. It's really good. I love it. Oh my God. She wants to play. So this is the first thing I do whenever I get to a campsite is I set her up, since I can't have her off leash. So I do this tie out here between two trees or two poles. And then I also lay down this picnic blanket. And then I put on her, oh my God, look at this. I put on her dog bed. It's an outdoor dog bed. It's washable. I got it from Amazon. Sometimes she doesn't like to lay on there. She prefers the dirt, but I give her the option to lay down on there. But yeah, this is how I keep her contained. And then here, I don't always do this, but when possible, I like to hang my hammock. read a book here, relax, just stare at the sky, whatever. And yeah, this is really relaxing. But a lot of the times it's not possible because there's no trees. So here's a table that I use. It's this Coleman camping table. It's very compact. So I love it because of that. The only issue is that it is pretty short, but once you're sitting down, it's perfect. And yeah, we just have these two here that we put together to kind of create like a big table. One thing about camping in your car is that you have very limited storage space inside your car. When I used to camp out of my rooftop tent, I would just store everything in the back of my car, but that's not possible. So there is very limited space in there. So to compensate, I do have this storage box up top. It's by Plano. It's actually technically a rifle case, but it mounts perfectly onto my Prinsu roof rack. Yeah, so I just have stuff in here. So what I do to access it is that I step onto here, and then I come over here, and then just grab what I need. So up top, what I store, I usually have my camping chair here. What else do I have up here? I don't know, I have other stuff on here, I can't remember. But it's pretty empty right now. Oh, like my hammock. But mainly just like cart maintenance stuff. So this little air compressor thing for my tires. Some gloves, a first aid kit, and jumper cables. Oh, look what I found. I was just saying how I lost these, and I just found them. Oh my god, these are like the little window covers for my for the little windows on my car. I'll just leave them there. You don't really need them for the little windows, honestly. But yeah, that's what I keep up here. Not too much, but it does come in handy. Okay, so that's my camping setup for the moment. I do plan on changing some things, switching things out. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And if you have any questions at all about my setup or any kind of suggestions, please comment that down below. But for now, we're just gonna go ahead and enjoy the rest of this camping trip, and I'll see you guys next time.